Now is the time for Shibarium to grow. A huge upgrade is on the way that will try to raise the price of Shiba Inus like never before. But what am I really talking about? Let us find out. Nota bene. It is normal for blockchain to change and make progress all the time because it is always changing. PuppyNet, which is the test net for Shibarium, is getting a big update right now. What is PuppyNet, though? Just a quick reminder. A testnet, also written as test network, is a separate blockchain setting that is used for testing and building. For coders, it lets them try out new features. For Shiba Inu Shibarium, you can try smart contracts and look for bugs or security holes without affecting the main blockchain. A testnet is similar to a sandbox or a simulation setting when it comes to making software. Before putting out a new app or game, developers often make a sandbox where they can try different features, find and fix bugs, and make sure everything works well. In the same way, the testnet for cryptocurrencies gives coders a safe place to try out and improve their code before putting it on the live blockchain, which is similar to when a product is finally released. Also, I already said that Shibarium's testnet is getting a big update. It could mean that if the tests go well, this update will be added to Shibarium, which will touch all of us. This is huge news. But what's the point of this upgrade? The Gurley network is being replaced by the Sepolia network as the base layer 1 for Shibarium's testnet. It's fine if you didn't understand a word I just said. This upgrade is important for the Shiba Inu environment, and I'll explain it in a way that even a 5-year-old can understand. Changing from an older blockchain to a younger one is like switching from a traditional book of records that were kept by hand to a complex computerized accounting system. In the old method, transactions are recorded by hand, which takes time and can lead to mistakes. Switching to the more recent blockchain is like getting a digital record book with extra features. Automation speeds up transactions, makes them safer, and makes management more efficient. The automated system changes the way records are kept and makes it easier to do. Similarly, the upgraded blockchain adds new technologies, better scaling, and more features, making it a stronger and more useful platform for managing digital transactions. You should already know what a blockchain is, but let me give you a quick example to help you remember. A blockchain is like a shared notebook that is kept and used by a group of friends. It is a digital log or accounting system. As each friend writes down deals, the notebook has things like who owes who money written down, and everyone in the group has a copy. This is where things get interesting. Everyone in the group has a say in what goes in the notebook, so no one person is in charge. When someone wants to add a new deal, the group talks about it and adds it to everyone's notebook at the same time if everyone agrees. Multiple copies of the information keep it safe, and when a page is finished, it is sealed and tied to the one before it, making a chain of pages or blocks. In this way, no one can change the data without everyone else being aware of it. Everything is clear, the community keeps the records, everyone has a copy, and all changes are approved by everyone. In the digital world, this decentralized and safe way of keeping track of deals works a lot like a blockchain. Let's go back to the news. It's almost time for Shibarium's testnet to switch to the Sepolia network as its new layer 1. The Gurley network is leaving. In the world of coins, layer 1 refers to the main blockchain layer. This is where most of the deals and checks happen. A layer 1 blockchain is like the base of a tall building. Layer 1 is the foundation that holds up the whole building and makes sure it stays stable. In the same way that the base is important for the strength of a building, Layer 1 is important for the safety and functionality of a blockchain network. A lot of the time, any extra features or improvements are put on top of this foundational layer, like floors in a building. All right, let's get back to the update. Sepolia, which was just accepted, provides a stable and controlled testing environment that is very similar to the Ethereum mainnet in terms of features and functions. What the Shiba Inu was built on. This change in strategy is very important to make sure that developers can try their dApps and smart contracts on a platform that they can count on. But just what is Sepolia? Sepolia is a testnet for proof of stake. The Sepolia testnet is a distributed test network based on blockchain. Its goal is to give users a safe place to test and launch decentralized apps. This change is similar to how blockchain technologies are always changing and shows how important it is to use systems that are more scalable and efficient. Shibarium has a bigger plan for growth than just moving to Sepolia. At the same time, the network is working on version updates that promise faster transaction times, more clever contract features, and better user experiences. These changes are very important for making Shibarium an even better blockchain platform, ready to meet the needs of the modern world as they grow. The proof of authority consensus method is the one that Gurley uses. Proof of stake is used by Sepolia. I will show you a few ways that Sepolia's consensus method is better than Gurley's. Validators are just people who are in charge of checking over a deal. When people join Sepolia, they are chosen based on how much cryptocurrency they are ready to put up as collateral. With this method, the goal is to spread power among more people, supporting the spread of power. Gurley only trusts a small group of pre-approved validators, who are also sometimes called experts. It's efficient, but because the powers are set, it can become more centralized. For Sepolia, it means that more people can join because anyone with a big enough share can become a validator. This openness can make the network more flexible and able to change. The Gurley network might have stricter rules about who can be a validator, which could limit the variety of people who can join and how they can change. While it might depend on the coin in question on whether or not it is beneficial. On the other hand, we talk about autonomy in Shiba Inu. In case you didn't know, the Shiba Inu is often linked to freedom in the world of cryptocurrencies. The people who live in Shiba Inu have a strong society that is involved in its growth and government. The project began as an experiment in building communities, and the participation of communities is still an important part of Shiba Inu's decentralization. To give out Shiba Inu tokens at first, decentralized methods like airdrops and decentralized finance tools were used. This decentralized spread of tokens helps keep ownership from becoming too concentrated and encourages a wider range of users. Using smart contracts to run its tasks, Shiba Inu works on the Ethereum blockchain. Smart contracts can run on their own, so there is less need for central control. This follows the ideas of decentralization because it gets rid of single points of power. Shiba Inu doesn't have a central body or a business that watch over its activities. Decisions and changes are often suggested and talked about in the community, which makes it less powerful for a single group. People in the Shiba Inu group often start new projects, initiatives, and partnerships in the ecosystem. This decentralized way of thinking about innovation encourages a lot of different inputs and ideas. Shibaswap, the decentralized market that works with Shiba Inu, has liquidity pools where users